What's up YouTube, this is Lucas with Foxhawk Gaming and I'm here with new Duel Links card trader cards. So up front we have some Black Luster Soldier themed cards. Let's take a look. When this card is normal or special summoned, we can target one of our banished light or dark monsters, and one card our opponent controls. We return the light or dark monster from our banish zone to our graveyard, and then if we do that we can banish the targeted monster our opponent controls. Targeted card our opponent controls. We can only use that effect once per turn, and then when he destroys an opponent's monster by battle, we can target one of our level 7 or lower warrior type monsters in our graveyard and add it to our hand. That's more of a bonus, maybe we get some value out of it, but up front that first effect is what we're aiming for. Now, he's 8 stars, so it's not 3-star emotionable. He's light, which is good for future chaos type monsters, and has blue eye stats. So we got some OTK potential with a banish effect on it. Powerful stuff, but the problem is that he's very niche in that we need to cheat him out via something like Mausoleum of the Emperor, and then we need to also naturally banish light or dark monsters consistently enough to where we're not playing janky for this effect. Now, all of that seems really tough to pull off. If it happens, if we have the card pool for it, it happens. But overall, that seems very unlikely to really jump through all the hoops to get this guy going. But he should always remain in the back of our mind because he works with Black Luster Soldier type support cards, and he's a light monster, so relevant stuff going on there. We'll see if we can get any value out of it with future releases. Beginning of Heaven and Earth. We reveal 3 warrior type monsters from our deck. One of them has to be a Black Luster Soldier or a Gaia the Fierce Knight monster, which is easy because we can play a Swift Gaia in our deck. And our opponent randomly picks one. If they pick the Black Luster or the Gaia, then we add it to our hands and the rest go to the graveyard. Otherwise, they all go to the graveyard. We can only activate one per turn. So up front, it seems mostly like a -1. Unless we're picking something like 3 Black Luster Soldiers, which could happen since Super Soldier Synthesis wants to act. It can target a Black Luster Soldier in the graveyard to summon, so that's pretty powerful. And the other things is that it works with stuff like Feast of the Wild level 5 and chaos effects like Dark Flare Dragon. So there seems like something that we could work with here if we can consistently offset the dangerous downfall of going -1 with this card. And do we have it right now? Probably not, but be on the lookout for warriors that do stuff whenever they go to the graveyard, similar to the trigger on Gazuki. Because if we could do something really crazy like target 3 warrior type monsters and get some value off of this, then this card could do some crazy things. It's only a rare, so it might be worth picking up for possible future insanity. Worth noting that we have a Gaia and a Black Luster Soldier that have light and dark attributes. So the Dark Gaia and the light Black Luster Soldier, so we could possibly work with something there for a chaos build at some point, assuming we get more than Dark Flare. Alright, Red Inferno Tempest. So when you take 3,000 or more battle damage from one attack, you can activate this card. Really, that's a lot. That's a lot to go through, and probably a dead card in almost every matchup. Remove all monsters in each player's deck and graveyard from play. So unless we're getting some sincere value off of those banishes, here's what's going on. We have to take 3,000 damage and not die on board. So we have to get hit with the blue eyes and nothing else. And then we activate it. Then, as our opponent has a huge monster against us, we have to remove all monsters in our deck and their deck and graveyard from play. So they have the board we're losing and low on life points, and now we have no monsters. Doesn't seem like a winning combination. Obviously, it's a combo card if the combo exists, but on its own, this is just terrible. Alright, Deep Sweeper. This card is a hype card that just is so close. So, Aqua, Fish, 1600, Tribute, destroy a spell or trap card on the field. 4-star. That 4-star hurts so much. So, right off the bat, it's a Fish, so works with Fish Depth Charge, works with Beautiful. Really powerful stuff that Beautiful could now go get us spell or trap removal. That's pretty wild from the deck. That's pretty crazy. So, could be a one-of. I mean, that right there is already pretty crazy. But the downside is that he plays so bad with Hammer Shark. Hammer Shark is what makes Mako and the Fish decks really strong, because you get so ahead on the summoning. You can tribute off your monsters like Lost Blue Breaker because you don't care, because you're so ahead on summoning, and this guy just isn't quite that. The only way you can do that is if you Hammer Shark Beautiful, and then you don't want to go get another Hammer Shark with Beautiful if you want to get this guy. So he's really so close to being there. On the other hand, we can look at it like this and just say that it's Lost Blue Breaker, sort of, 4 through 6 possibly, if the meta calls for it. It doesn't seem to call for it right now. But at a rare, I can totally see picking this card up. He's almost there. He's Fish, so that's relevant. I don't think it's making the cut, but it's really powerful to have in our box of meta calls. So I like this card. Really wish he was 3-star like every other Mako player. Anyways, what is your favorite card from this list? Mine is probably Deep Sweeper or Beginning of Heaven and Earth, personally. Let me know what you think. Maybe you saw some crazy combos with it that you want to comment on. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.